Watch the entire video, my lovely viewers, I mean from start to finish, to get the whole thing. Without wasting much of your time, let's get right into it. Hi lovely viewers, it's me again, your one and only Mutati Mpundu. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time on my channel, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel by hitting the subscribe button down below. Turn the bell icon to join the notification squad. Don't forget to like, share and leave a comment. Tell me what you think about this video in the comment section below. I'll be super glad to hear from you lovely viewers.
I don't want to talk for too long. So I've made my point. In case there is something that you want to bring out, you can participate in. In case there is a point that you want to bring in, you can participate in. I don't want to talk too much tonight. After all, I've made my point. The number is on your screen, and for those that are watching on TikTok, you can find the phone number in the bio. You can find the phone number in the bio. Constitutional amendments are not a priority at this point. Constitutional amendments are not a priority at this point. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Mkwae? Hey, Mkwae.
Natawe, mwananda buno sana.
Natotela.
So when a country is in a crisis, just like in our homes, when there's a crisis, they put certain things like they prioritize the things to feel important at that particular time. So pali no shitefe bale for kwamboko, and that's just the way of diverting things rather, I would say. So Monday ni baposta kwa mano. Otherwise, out of it we know.
So
make
sure that let people know about this. Tampeni ukwewa abantu tufire tuishive bonse. Ichalo chonse chifire chishive. Ukwewa ati waka inde ichirema. Tawe mini nepa busuma iyo. Ichalo chonse chifire chishive. Eronga wako nkanyapo. Tufire bonse tuaima. Ukubakanda waka inde ichirema.
Sana, because now you should charo chase in as much as now finish to tunga bakuya in but kule kunganda. Takataka kwa wate pona kumbi kunganda. So wawe maranda buno sana. God bless you.
Thank you. Hello? Hello?
Hello, Chufia. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
I'm Dr. Mlenga. I'm phoning from Lusaka.
Okay.
You know what, Chufia? What you are saying is very true. What is happening is this. When constituencies, when you increase the constituency, the trick is that at the same time, you push it through. So what happens is just exactly what when you increase the number and you choose in proportion, it means the people will not be the party with majority in parliament who choose the president.
Yes.
That is the trick that is happening now. Yeah. So you go into parliament like the South African hotel, and then the party with the most is the president.
Yes.
You see how you escape the losing part of it. So Eso va a Panti bota na ikosa. Na ikosa support.
Yeah.
So it is through proportional representation in South Africa. You go in there with more members of parliament, and you keep president. And the president goes through.
Yeah.
That's what they are trying to do.
No, thank
So
you.
you are very right.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah. So exactly, he has actually gone a step further about when you talk about this proportional representation. Like I said, when you talk about the proportional representation, if one region has got more members of parliament and they go to vote for president, they will carry the day. Hello? Oh, please. Serenuka kuri phone ya hivi.
Oto asena.
Emkwai.
Mwalondora tekunene uba Darius kumpongo kuno.
Emkwai ba Darius.
Mwalondora tekuino sana. And then one thing that I would like to also point out is people of core belt, they must wake up. Because the core belt here, it's very rich in mineral resources. Mwina Zambia, go to muno mcharo cha Zambia tufuitule for kuli investment which is there. No mabadi tunyanchira. So if you move around, abena core belt, they must wake up. In fact, abena Zambia, he won't say. We must wake up because this is very dangerous. It's a dangerous path. Thank you very much. That's my contribution.
Thank you very much. Thank you. You see, he's right. You see, I mean, the UPND really, they have failed in everywhere that you can think of. What by UPND, too many phone up and tell me where you are ticking with haka in the Ichirema. Ero ine mumbalirefye. I said, aninja pas pago slow, isalefe fya kulatari kananenu, but mwaya tuntumunefi. So I won't rest. I won't rest now. I'll be talking. I'll be coming every Monday, every Sunday, Wednesday, Friday. Every Sunday. So apale Wednesday, I will come back on Friday. And I'll keep talking because ichwaleta tetituchireke yo. And people of Zambia need to hear this. The Zambian people need to hear this. Make sure that we reach out to the Zambian people, up to the corners of our country. Let everybody know that by UPND, they want to manipulate the constitution. They were busy blaming Bill 10 to say Bill 10, it is just benefiting by PF. It is just benefiting Edgar Lungu. And yet for them, this is far worse than Bill 10. 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 Bill 10 started, we were talking about Bill 10 for 3 years. More than 3 years actually. More than 3 years we were talking about Bill 10. We talk about Bill 10 for 3 years, 6 months. We were busy talking about Bill 10. No mba imwe. Mulete constitutional amendment lelo. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Babatari.
Emkwai.
Inafundisha kustaajisha kubati. Ba opposition bazepamuke. Ishi chimbarandati ichikonga vachimwena kumamparani. Sonsena chimwena kubari fokusita. Tapari ovenga vopa. Ovenga vepa. Constitution amendment states they want an atrishiva. Even if they try to push it through, it won't happen. So the only thing which is there, the opposition vekatani, so that we remove the president. National Wakani. The party can be for Vengastan. ngavapitirire kuya mu2026 icharo tachakave pamwe tatakaikare kwinu. Yes, a contribution chanachiwata vatateka
natotela sana na vafirwa va UPND vakateka na vafirwa and opposition tien twikatane and let us fight together to ensure that the UPND they don't survive 2026, to ensure that the UPND don't survive 2026. Katwishi kinga chiwa chimikolele katwishi chiwa chimikolele. Because really, like, for some of us, that once I wear more that, no, katwika the fed galungu after all now, mutitana munyunya, ero mwale tapwish. Ah, no, but wala bukura edi galungu. Twala bukura edi galungu kanshi. Twala bukura fe edi galungu no, but twala bukura fe, ngani constitution, if you want to manipulate the constitution, never kanshi twala jita manipulate constitution, to say edi galungu avwerefi, I mean, you can't bring this. No. We have to do whatever we can to make sure that by UPND muleya. In order to tell you the truth, now this is where I'm going to if you finish a fever. But if you want to hello? Hello? Hello?
Prosperi, how are you?
Fine. How are you, sir?
How are you, Prosperi?
I'm okay. How are you, sir?
I'm good. It has been long.
Yes. No, I am back now. I'll be talking now.
Yeah, that's good. Otherwise, I just wanted to say, my European day now at which they disappoint.
Sana.
Now at which they disappoint, whereby me, I voted for them and I was the person who was the forefront. But this time I'm really disappointed, I'm telling you. I'm really disappointed. Anyway, I have nothing much to say.
No.
Yeah, God bless you.
Thank you very much. And indeed, a lot of people are disappointed. I also saw that a video of a gentleman, I don't know, is in diaspora, also lamenting what this caller is just from saying. He's also very disappointed. A lot of people are disappointed. They are disappointed with the UPND. Ero muvike ponefi surely with all this failure. Ero mwamukuletechi. Awo mwandini imwe katwishi feka tushinga chiwa nshimikolele. Katwishinga chiwa nshimikolele. Apa penapa namubushe chiwa. And I'm telling you, don't think that because you have the numbers you are going to have it easy. Don't think that because you have the numbers you're going to have it easy. People have failed before. This constitutional making process, amendments, it has brought down people. Even Vakaunda lekeni mieve, Vakaunda in 1990, in 1990, he wanted, to manipulate the constitution when the opposition, when the civil society, the Oasis Forum rose, to say we want multipartyism. Vakaunda bafwa ilokuleta referendum, He wanted the referendum. No, our constitution, what. People refused. We don't want referendum. They forced Vakaunda to actually change the constitution the same way that he changed it in 1973. The same way that he changed it in 1973. We had also the situation of Chiluba. Chiluba also wanted to change the constitution, but he also failed. He tumbled. Then we have Bamwanawasa. He also struggled and he failed. It is not easy. This what is this? Mungomba Commission that you talk about. It failed. Mungomba Commission, it failed. I think that was 1993. Mungomba Commission, it failed. Then we had that was under Chiluba. Then we had John Mwanakatwe. John Mwanakatwe was 1993, under Chiluba. Then we had the Mungomba Commission, the Mungomba Commission under Levi Mwanawasa. It also failed. So Naimova Baka in the Ichilema. Be very careful. The third term failed. Manipulating the constitution to suit your political desires, or to repair your political your political failures. It will not help, especially with the existence of social media. It will not help. It will not help. This will be the last nail in the coffin for you by UPND. This is the last coffin. And one good example. If you had not brought up this, by now I would have been sleeping. But I'm very determined. Very determined. I will keep talking. And I know you are trying. I know you are trying. You are doing this and that. I know of your Tumasams, what you are trying to do to bring me back in the country. It won't work. It won't work. It will not work. Those little things that you are doing, I got to report just now before I came. I got to my report about your stints to bring me back in the country. I have already been informed. Nobody never before I came out, 30 minutes before I started the program. I received a phone call and they briefed me of what you are trying to do. I mean, you have got people here, you have got people in Zimbabwe. Why don't you go and bring those people who are in Zimbabwe? Why are you coming all the way? Trying to bring Chilufetari? Chilishani, konken ko ambu, kumwakosela pale Chilufetari. Mwe pelefie. Now they have just from telling me 30 minutes ago they were just informing me that there are these to my stints. And you are doing this because you don't want me to reach out to the people. But I will continue reaching out to the people. I'll continue reaching out to the people. I will fight, because we can't just let you change the constitution at will. No, you can't. You can't. Put this thing aside. Put this thing aside. Maybe some of us, we can sit back and, and relax. But by the constitution, that's why I call it. That's why I call it. And I can assure you, you will remember me. You will remember me on this one. You will remember me on this one by UPND. There is no need for you to change the constitution. There is no need. It is not a priority. Can you concentrate pamtengo wunga? Can you concentrate pali fuel? Can you concentrate pali load shedding? Can you concentrate pali fertilizer and other things? This is what you should be concentrating on. Not the constitution. It is not a priority. Okay, fine, we want it, but let it come after the elections. Let it come after the elections. Tafia wombe bane tafia wombe. Tafia wombe. So yes, these constitutional amendments, and I'm calling them HH constitutional amendments. Why I'm calling them HH constitutional amendment? Because it is HH who is seemingly, the proponent of these constitutional amendments. But we are saying it's at the wrong time. The UPND think that, they can talk their way out of this situation. This is, UPND is like, like that Super League team that has hired, the big guys, the most skilled, communicators, if I could put it that way. Most skilled communicators. They have tried to buy all sorts of people, that they believe can talk to people, can convince people, They have them all. Think of them, you know. Think of this one, that one, that one. They have all of them. They have even revamped their media team, brought in a new team, brought in a new media team, and they are everywhere. They are really eager to go out to radio stations. They are moving from one radio station, one TV station to the other. But you see, no matter how much the UPND and their skilled communicators can be, they will never convince the Zambian people about issues that really affects them. They will never convince. Imwe wonse bantwanikane imwe ba media team and some of you other hired communicators. You won't convince the Zambian people about issues that they are experiencing. You won't just go to radio stations. You won't have a press briefing and change the dynamics that are currently being experienced by the Zambian people. You won't change. Now, mukalandeshani insala tayakapoku bantu. You will never chase away hunger in the households of people, households of citizens. You will never chase away hunger by you hopping from one radio station to the other, hopping from one TV station to the other, holding as many press conferences as you may want. You will not change this fact. The fact is that at the moment, people are grappling with issues of, the high cost of living. People are still grappling with the issues of how to earn money. They don't have money. They don't have money. Young people are still grappling with the issues of unemployment. You talk about free education, but young people are still struggling, to go to school because your free education is not really free. It's not really free. It's not really free. You have exploded this. You are trying to, you talk so much about this free education, and yet the main education requirements still need money. The main education requirements still need money. People still need to buy uniform. They need to buy books. They need to buy other things. They need to pay some amounts at school to run. Our schools still at the moment are depending on, the parents, the PTA. They're still depending on PTA. Your grants don't even reach the schools in time. Your grants cannot even sustain school budgets. They can't. So it is an illusion that you keep talking about free education, and yet government can still not sustain the school budgets. This is a fact. This is a fact. Government cannot sustain the school budgets. You can't. How much do you remit to these schools? How much do you remit to these schools? They need money to run, and they are running on the initiative of parents and the teachers. That's what they are running on. So it's utopia to really think, to say, no, we have free education, we have free education, we have free. No. People need to spend to send their children to school. People need to spend to send their children to school. Listen, moneni bamwaba, ati bamwamba kasonde. Ati tayari, just keep quiet. That day you are saying HH forgive me. I've never said HH forgive me. I've never said HH forgive me. HH has got nothing to forgive me. I haven't done anything wrong. I have not done anything wrong. I have not done anything wrong. So remove that in your heads. No. Yes, I want to come back home. Zambia is my country and I want to come back home. But to say no, you are asking for HH to no, I'm not asking for HH to forgive me. I've not done anything wrong. I haven't done anything wrong. I haven't done anything wrong. All I've done is speak about real issues like I'm doing right now. That's all I've done. That's all I've done. So for me anymore in your heads to think that no, I'm pleading for HH to forgive me. There's nothing to forgive me. I haven't done anything wrong. So if telling you about facts, it's not a crime. Me, I don't insult, I'm not malicious, I only speak the truth. And like now I'm telling you that your HH constitutional amendments is wrong. It has come at a very wrong time. It is true we need the constitutional amendments. We do need them, but not this time. But not this time. Because this time, this is not a priority. So, please, no matter how much these UPND PR will talk, no matter how much, they will come and convince you, you need to remember that their constitutional amendments are not serving any purpose for you at this point in time. These HH constitutional amendments are not serving any purpose for you. It is a wrong priority. And I do agree with what Musa Mwenye spoke about. Musa Mwenye had an interview on Hot FM, and he clearly brought it out to say there are so many other things which are of a priority, not the constitutional amendment. Not the constitutional amendment. Why are they in a hurry? If really these constitutional amendments, they are for Zambians, why are the UPND, why is Hakainde Hichilema in a hurry, leaving out the Zambians themselves? Because the constitution is ours. It is our document. And if we, the majority Zambians, are saying, no, this is not a priority, and I know it is the majority Zambians, it is only a few hired, paid PR guys who are saying, yes, it is okay. I know even my father was Dr. Nevas Mumba. I know in his heart of hearts, he's saying this is a wrong time. I know my father, Dr. Nevas Mumba, is also saying this is not the right time. But unfortunately, my father may not have the courage to come out and tell Hakainde Hichilema to say no, this is wrong. He doesn't have the courage. I don't think he has that courage. I don't think he has that courage. I know even other people out there, they are saying this is not the right time. This is a wrong time. I know. But they are scared. The question is, why is Hakainde Hichilema so anxious to change the constitution? Why? President Hakainde Hichilema said, we have agreed. You agreed with who? You agreed with who? We agreed with who? You agreed with who? Why can't Hakainde Hichilema just pause this and we do it after the elections? If they don't have any ulterior motive, why can't Hakainde Hichilema wait until we have the elections next year? Then we can bring this issue. We will have a lot of time, to engage on these amendments after the elections. Why can't they wait? Why are they eager to continue? Why are they eager? Why are they eager? What is the agency? What is the agency? I'm going to open phone lines, and I want our UPND, Imwewa support our UPND, to come and tell us, to say, this is the agency. What is the agency that you are insisting on having a constitution amendment this time around? Why not after the elections? And yes, we are saying, let's wait. We want to see what is in the draft. Okay? We want to see what is in the draft. We want to see what is in the draft. We want to see what you want to change. But you see, some people are saying, no, there is no draft. Some people are saying, no, there is a draft. But if we have to follow the hierarchy of our government, I mean, we would follow first of all what the presidency is saying. What the presidency is saying. And I say what the presidency is saying, it's what the president himself said and what those around the presidency are saying. The president himself clearly said, there is a draft. You haven't seen the draft. The president clearly said, you haven't seen the draft, meaning there is a draft somewhere. And the following day, his aide came and confirmed this and said, the constitution, the draft is almost ready. That's what Hamasaka said. Hamasaka said, the draft is almost ready. The president said, they haven't seen the draft. Next, Hamasaka says, the draft is almost ready. The question is, what is in that draft? And who did you consult to put what is in that draft? Some people are saying, then we have Haimbe coming up and saying, no, we had consultations when I was the justice minister. Consultations started when I was justice minister. And we divided the constitutional amendments into three, where we are going to deal with non-contentious issues, and then we will look at contentious issues, and then the Bill of Rights. That they have divided it in three, and there have been consultations. The question that we are asking is that, who are these people that you consulted? Who are these people that you consulted? Because the main stakeholders of our country, the groupings that represents different constituencies in our country are saying, we don't know about this. The church are saying, we don't know about this. The civil society are saying, we don't know about this. Laws itself, they don't know about it. They don't know about it. Eminent citizens of our country, they don't know about it. So who did you consult? Who did you consult? And then you are saying, no, we are dealing with non-contentious issues. Non-contentious issues. But Musa Mwenye spoke very well. You know, that's why I like to listen to people that have got, that are intelligent, that have got brains, people that have experience. Musa Mwenye said that, you know, you cannot hastily change the constitution if the results of that of those amendments are going to affect the way you elect leaders or elections. You cannot hastily do these constitutional amendments without consultation with the people, without consensus, if the changes are going to affect the way you elect leaders. Now, if you talk about delimitation, if you talk about delimitation, if you talk about bringing in youths, if you talk about bringing in women in parliament, it simply means this is clearly, directly affecting the way we are going to elect leaders next year. So this can never be non-contentious. It can never be non-contentious. Even delimitation can never be non-contentious. Because when you're talking about delimitation, how are you going to divide? How are you going to divide? How are you going to divide these big constituencies? How are you going to divide them? Because you might be dividing these constituencies in such a way that you favor a certain region. You favor a certain region to have more numbers. For example, we have let's say Lusaka. We have about 11 constituencies. Now, these constituencies, if you are going to divide them, you divide Kanyama, you divide it into 3. You go to Mandevu, you divide it into 4. At the end of the day, you find that Lusaka has 20 constituencies, meaning we have 20 members of parliament going into parliament. Okay? Then you go to Livingstone, you divide those constituencies which are there, and you end up having 40 MPs. Meaning, Southern Province has 40 MPs, more than Lusaka with 20 MPs. And that, in a way, if you look at the American whatever, that's how the American electoral system is made. You know, when you talk about colleges, it is about, you know, the people that are there. That is how they have divided it. You find that certain states have got higher electoral college than the other. In this scenario, we can have a certain region might have more members of parliament than the other region. And this ultimately can mean that parliament can be manipulated or can be doctored in such a way that certain provinces have more numbers in parliament, and those more numbers in parliament means, you know, controlling government. If, for example, we have more people, more parliamentarians coming from Southern Province than those coming from, let's say, Copper Belt. So, yes, you can win in the Copper Belt, but Southern Province who have more parliamentarians, therefore, they will still be controlling over the people in the Copper Belt. And UPND, since by UPND they know that, you know, Southern Province is our stronghold, they can put more numbers there, more constituencies. They divide so that they have more people there, and they will have more MPs. So here you are, as Shrufatayari contesting as a president, you have won an election, but your stronghold has got very few parliamentarians. So you don't have control in parliament. And yet the UPND, which has lost an election, because it has got more people in their region, in their stronghold, they will control parliament. So it can never be non-contentious. Delimitation is not non-contentious. No, it is contentious because it affects the elections. It affects the elections. So, Mulambo Aimbe and all you other guys, don't say, no, delimitation is non-contentious. It is contentious. It is contentious because when you are going to divide, yes, we are talking about the number of people, you're talking about the geography, but we know how politicians are. You can still manipulate this. You can still manipulate this. So if we are going to do this, we have to do it in agreement. We have to move together, not where you want to quickly come in and do this. No. So delimitation, don't think that it's non-contentious. It is contentious because you can manipulate how many MPs you are going to have in your strongholds. You can manipulate that. So we don't want, it is contentious. Then you can talk about, no, we want more women in parliament. We want more youth in parliament. How? What is your proposal? How do you want to bring these young people into parliament? How do you want them to come in? How do you want them to come in? We must have a say. We must agree. We must have an input. What makes you think that whatever you are thinking is what we accept? You're talking about proportional representation. How are you going to do it? How are you going to do it? It is contentious. It is contentious. It needs engagement. It needs engagement. So you can never say, no, we are just talking about delimitation. We're just talking about bringing more women in parliament, bringing more youth in parliament. No, it is contentious. It is contentious. We need time to engage on these issues. We need time to engage on these issues. And if you have a draft, why are you delaying to remove that draft? Why are you exchanging? No, this one says, no, there is no draft. This one, no, there is a draft. What is going on? What is going on? Bring out the draft guide. We want to see. Bring out the draft. Bring out the draft. We want to see it. Bring it out. Bring it out. I know UPND is bubbling with confidence because they know that they have numbers in parliament, and they can simply take this into parliament and change the law. Unfortunately, Zambians should be able to stand and defend the constitution, like one of the opposition leaders said. He said, we have got an obligation to defend the constitution. All of us, we have got an obligation to defend the constitution. So let us go and defend the constitution. If Hakainde Hichilema wants to change this because he has got numbers, we should be able to stand up and challenge him to say, you cannot do this because the constitution belongs to us. We should make sure. This is why I was saying to the civil society and other stakeholders that we need to do a lot more talking. We need to sensitize people about this. We need the resources, and we need to position ourselves to be ready to remove UPND out of power. On this one, we should be ready to remove the UPND out of power, because UPND, they have actually failed. They have actually failed. And bringing this is very wrong. They have failed. UPND has failed. In what have they scored? In what? The economy is bad. They were talking about debt restructuring, paying the debts, and yet they have ballooned the debt more than they found it. They have increased. They have borrowed more money than the PF borrowed over a period of 10 years that they were in power. For them, just this short time, they have borrowed so much. Then they were busy boasting, no, we are reviving the mines. KCM, I used to tell you that this KCM, they don't have money. You saw that yesterday the court did actually issue a FIFA that bailiffs are pouncing on KCM to recover money. They don't have the money. UPND is failing in many, many ways. Talk about agriculture, it is a mess. Talk about load shedding, it is a mess. How can the president think of going to do constitutional amendments as if it is going to change umtengo wa bunga? These constitutional amendments will not reduce the cost of living. They will not. So why put this as a priority? Why not wait until after the election? It is very simple. Let's wait until after the elections.
This is DJ Mutati exclusive.
Alright, that's all for you today, lovely viewers. If you did enjoy the video, please don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section below. Tell me what you think about the video you just watched in the comment section below. I'll be super glad to hear from you, lovely viewers. Once again, I go by the name of Mutati Mpundu. I love you, peace, I gotta go.